certainly you must make conscious attempts to be in nature, to spend time in nature. But having said that, you know, technology and screen and social media and money, these are all tools. And tools change their character based on how they are used. It's the same screen through which we can watch a movie like A New Dawn. It's the same technology through which we can have this conversation. I am sitting in a jungle in Oroville and talking to you across India. It is mind blowing. We take it for granted, but it is absolutely mind blowing. People sitting in different parts of India, and some of them, even outside of India. And I am here in a low connectivity region in one part of South India and connecting with all of you. Amazing. This is amazing. So we have to honor each tool. But having said that, you must make all possible kinds of attempts. If you have a job which is 8 to 10 hours on the computer, that you must take extra care to do things with your hands, be it gardening, decluttering, cleaning, even if you can afford a cook, even if you can afford a maid, even if you can afford a gardener. Try to do at least some of it with your own hands. Because when you do things physically, it helps bring a certain order in your consciousness. It is a form of sadhana. Or else, whether it is swimming or any kind of sport, dance, physical activity, particularly if you can do it with a family together. Right? Instead of, at least with a family or with your partner, instead of going and watching a movie, do something creative. Go for a trek, go for swimming together, go and do something creative. Let's do gardening together, right? That's a much more meaningful way of spending one Sunday. It doesn't matter whether you can afford a cook or not. Let us cook together. I'm not saying all meals, but whenever you can. So certainly making consciously avenues in your life which does not involve a screen, and having some basic discipline with respect to shutting off screen before sleeping and so on and so forth. All of this is important. But having said that, even those 8 to 10 hours of your life, you must treat them as sacred. Literally, I'm saying this as a real practice. Bow down in front of your computer. Every time you start working on the computer, can you bow down in front of your mobile? Can you bow down in front of your computer? And when you do that, you will begin to also see that, mobile has all kinds of notifications coming. Clean up the mobile. Just like there's physical decluttering, declutter your mobile. You do not need like 50 kinds of notifications on your mobile. Mobile has all the settings to shut off those notifications. And make a beautiful screensaver, make a beautiful desktop wallpaper, and really treat the work that you do, even if you're working for a company that you're not really resonating with. Eventually, there will come a time as you start living more from a space of courage and your soul values, where you will be in a stage that, I'm letting go of this job. I really want to live my full potential at the service of a higher purpose. That stage will come in your life. But until that point in time, if you are doing a job, even if it is for money, even if it is for livelihood, can I still do it as perfectly as possible? Can I still do it with sacredness? Can I still do it as if I am working for the mother, as if I am working for the divine, even if this thing is to help make another person more money? Can I still do it with love and presence and perfection? Because when you do it with love and presence and perfection, a magic happens, and that magic is called the activation of the soul force. The Brahmin, the Kshatriya, the Vaishya, the Shudra gets activated inside of you when you begin to do the work perfectly. Now there will come a stage in your life where you are like, I don't want to serve these older systems and institutions and just spend my life helping another person make money. And I don't want to do this. I want to serve a higher, more inspiring purpose and cause. And I'm ready to take the plunge. I'm ready to take the risk. When you take the risk at that time, I want each one of you to be activated in your potential. Because otherwise what happens is that, I want to serve the mother. but I am not capable of serving the mother. My capacity is only limited, right? So we all want to surrender to the mother, and we want, all our sadhana and lives is just taken care of by the mother as if we are in mother's arms. Yes, surrender to the mother, but you must be something to surrender to the mother, no? So by the time comes that, yes, I am ready to live a life for a higher purpose, we have to build our capacity, we have to build our potential. Mother says usually people who are sincere, they are quite powerless creatures. And people who are powerful, usually they are sincerity-less creatures. So it's a very rare species that we want to be, which is sincere people who are powerful. So there will come a time where you will feel that calling and that courage inside of you where you will take the leap, right? But until that point in time, at least prepare your capacity, prepare your body. I mean, do some kind of a physical activity that really makes your body prepared and plastic and receptive to receive the force of consciousness. Because our yoga is not a yoga of the cave. We have to really prepare our body to receive the consciousness. We have to prepare all our hands and our capacities. That if tomorrow it is required, let us say you took the plunge and mother can give whatever work at any time to anybody. There is this instance of the mother called one of the sadhaks in Sri Aurobindo ashram and said that, you are going to be raising this big amount of money. And this person said, but I've never done fundraising in my life. I don't know how to do this. But mother said, I want this to be done and I want this to be done in the next 15 days. This much amount of money, go get me. And the person is like, how do I do it? How do I do it? But if the person believed, and the story goes like the person was really like, how do I do it? How do I do it? And the person walked after and just on the road met somebody who just gave exactly the check of the same amount that needed to be raised. So there's the grace also that works when you take a plunge or, you work out of courage. But you also really have to prepare your capacity so that when the time comes to serve, it's like all life is a preparation for the hour of God. All life is a preparation for the hour of God. So that when that hour of God comes, you're well prepared. So do everything that you do with an intensity, with a perfection, with a self-giving, as if you're doing it for the divine. Even if the time to directly do it for the divine probably may not have come.
I hope you found the video to be useful. If you would like to continue your journey with us, if you would like to help us support you in your journey, click on the link below and join us for a 2.5-hour signature masterclass called the Awakening Karmayogi Workshop, where we run you through the fundamental stages of awakening to become a Karmayogi, to be peaceful inside and successful outside. We talk about Swabhava, our true nature, and Swadharma, our soul's purpose, which are the building blocks of a life affirming, not a life negating spirituality. So if you found this video to be useful, click on the link below and I shall see you at the workshop.